Hey, what's up guys? Lebash here. Please, if you're seeing this video, subscribe, hit the bell. We're going to run the hoss later today. I'll show you what we got going on here. What's up guys? Lebash. Just wanted to show you the update with the shock change. So, I added the 100 milligram hole to hole shocks on the rear, and I put the 90 milligram rear shocks, the stock ones, on the front. I tried the Creighton front shocks on here, which are 105, and it was a little bit, it was nice. It was, they're big bore shocks, and it was just a little bit too stiff. I mean, even right now, the front is stiffer than the rear, but I also have the rear turned all the way up, and so if I turn those down, that'll tighten it up a little bit. But ride height. So now we went from 2 inches to 3 inches. And I wanted to show you guys how I installed the side guard plates for the body here. On the Stampede, they're out here, or sorry, on the Hoss chassis, there's 2 bolts out here that you put these in. So I put these on the inside of the truck. Let me just show you. All I did was I drilled a hole, and then I put screws coming up through the chassis, and I didn't have any counter sunk that were long enough, but I did remount the hole. Actually, I had one counter sunk that worked, but I just took the reamer on the drill and reamed out the holes, so they're now installed in the bottom of the chassis. But they definitely do hold the body in. I just gotta find a couple longer countersunk. This is by far the longest screw here. Now this hole right here was open and free, and I went ahead and I put my power button behind the chassis, so it'll slide in between the power button and the floorboard piece. So I'm going to be replacing this screw with a shorter countersunk with something like these here. These ones are pretty flush with the piece, but as you can see, I just drilled holes up through the chassis, and it actually holds the body on a little bit tighter. So we gained an inch in ride height, and right now I put on the I thought I could run this with the bumper, this wheelie bar, but you cannot. I even took out these pieces here so I could use the where did I stick that stock bumper? I can show you. I swore I just put it right. Okay, it's right here. So these screws, I figured if I took these two out, I could use these to put the bumper in, but the bumper holes are a little bit thinner, so there was nowhere to put the rear bumper. So you do need the Haas wheelie bar to run a wheelie bar if you want to run the bumper. Otherwise, you could just run this wheelie bar with no bumper, which I don't know, you really don't need. The only reason why I don't like this wheelie bar is because it unclips easily. On previous models, once I found the perfect height for the wheelie bar, I just drilled holes and put screws right in here. But yeah, this is with the aluminum 100 milligram, 10 milligram, keep saying milligram, 100 millimeter hole to hole, center hole shocks, and the stock rears are 90 milligrams. 90 millimeters. I've been talking about servos lately, and that says MG, so that's where I'm getting the milligram. Oh, it's actually kilogram. So, it was a good idea to put the servo in and move the receiver box. So if you guys do want to do that, it's a little custom work. All it is this hole here is free and doing nothing, so you could put this one in. And all I did was take, once you buy this upgraded servo, you get a whole bag of useless plastic pieces with it. So I kind of just made something, but I mean, it's in there and it's not taped down or anything, but it's definitely screwed in. And I use this hole here to run my antenna. So that comes out through the side and goes down, and I drilled a little hole right on the side of this hole. Get in there so you can focus. There's a little hole right there. You can see inside, so you can feed this up through here. And if you want it permanently, just put a little dab of super glue, and but it's pretty tight. You do have to drill out. It's about, the hole is this size, so you do have to just drill it out to fit the antenna straw piece. So yeah, my game went into overtime. We will be running this tomorrow morning. So I finished the body. I did the shugu, but I do need the part number for this back bumper. I cannot find anywhere, and every kit you buy does not come with this. So right now all I have is I need the piece that goes right into those holes, and I did the entire body with the drywall shugu. What we got going on here is this is my own work with the receiver up there. I put it up there just to make a little bit more room, so I can get to my put a bigger servo in, and the ESC. When the receiver box right here, it's kind of just all tight, and I wanted to move it around, so I'm running 4S with two 2S LiPo batteries, two connectors on the ESC, hobby weighing 120 amp with the Creighton 4S motor. What else? I have the upgraded axles and tie rod ends, and an RPM bumper up front. I have the new belted tires. They're the Traxxas 6-pack MTs. They're belted, but I did vent them. And then also when you got they're also beadlock tires. If you have a set of beadlock tires and you squeeze it and you get that air sound, that beadlock probably needs to be redone. Like this one here, you could hear air coming out, and you could see the spot where the tire is messed up. So when you order new tires, always take your beadlock off and reset it yourself, because you know, they're doing this fast at the factory and pumping them out. If you do it and you shouldn't hear any air come out of there after you're done venting them. And if you need help venting them, I made a video on how to do it properly and perfect holes. Just yeah, watch that video. And later today we'll be running the Traxxas Hoss with the LCG chassis. So if the Hoss chassis was on here, it would literally probably just sit a couple inches higher, which I intend to do, but with shocks. I'm not going to do it with the body. So this is pretty much the Traxxas Hoss with the Rustler chassis. So it's lower to the ground. The stock shocks are on there, but like I told you guys, that goes on back here with the 3 holes. So if you could leave in the comments, I'd really appreciate that, guys. And hit that subscribe and leave your comments and likes or dislikes. And we'll run this after the game. Alright, this is Chris Lebash. What's going on, guys? We're back. So we got the rest of the parts for the Hoss. The roof rack did come in. Something is not right. Oh, okay. And I did make. I found some aluminum shocks for the front. Maybe you guys like those, huh? So we got aluminum shocks, and they were Traxxas, so they were a lot shorter, but I just switched out the arms. And let me turn down my tube here. So now we got the good caps on here, so I'm pretty excited about that, because the Traxxas caps usually are known to pop off. But yeah, so now we have 4 aluminum shocks on her. I did put the batteries in because I did want to give you guys, since it did snow today, I did want to give you guys a look at the rest of the cage. The bumper is on its way, part number TRA 9012. And all they have is black right now. So the shoe goo is all said and done. So we're just waiting on the rear bumper. And I stiffened it up quite a bit with the tape, because pretty much now I would say this body is more like the indestructible body. But I did want to give you guys like a little test drive on the bench here. Sorry about that. The camera's all messed up now. Alright, so now we got the aluminum front shocks and the aluminum rear shocks. I did go with the TRL 50 weight shock oil. It's pretty they're pretty dampening shocks, so they should be a nice good landing off some jumps. So I figured I would show you guys the difference between the 4S power from the Creighton motor compared to the Venoline. They are the same kV, and we got nothing yet. Hold on. Let's start that over. Remote on first. Truck. And by adding a little more drywall tape onto the side here, it really tucks in the corner, so there's definitely no way that's going to be popping out. This light is just a little too bright. And we're gonna go out the first time tomorrow on the wheelie bar. So guys, definitely hit that subscribe button. The first run will just be out front to make sure everything is, okay. See if we need any more tuning, shock wise or positions, and I just want to see how it handles before we go out to the BMX track. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of the power this thing does have. So just warm up the discs here, get all the grease moving. Yeah, so it's definitely a screamer. I mean, even the belted tires are ballooning. We're on 4S. We're running 2. And now my TSM is working. So that's a good thing. Let's see if we can turn it up, because it wasn't up as soon as I adjust it. Comments on that. Do I need to reprogram the TSM? Or is it because it's just on a stand? If anybody knows about that, please leave it in the comments when you go to hit that subscribe button and the bell for this run on this Traxxas Haas. But let's go one more time here. Just make sure I got a hand on it so I don't lose it. tooth spur gear, and I mean, it seems like she's got some power, some definite power to her. And this is what I was talking about, that bead lock. I mean, the belted, yeah, bead lock rims. You gotta go in and make sure that they're level and set. They tend to, if they balloon out, they do tend to release a little bit. But yeah, that servo upgrade was definitely a good thing. And we're gonna get some lights for this. So we do have the top bars on now. And yeah, these shocks are super, like, these caps are definitely, there's no way they're coming off. And now we have full adjustability on the front suspension and the rear suspension. So the only thing that's next is to get her out on the road and see how it handles. I can't wait. That'll be tomorrow morning. I could check the weather. I think it's going to be pretty decent. But all I'm going to do now is just go through these tires a little bit and see what we got going on. Other question, and hey, there we go. Look at it, ballooned a belted tire out. So the next question I had was, do you guys think I should glue these tires in, like pretty much make them permanently glued in? Does everybody do that, or is there a preference? I'm gonna go through them right now, and I'm gonna see where the possibility is to attach them to the rim and then put the bead lock on. I do have very good super glue. I highly recommend it, guys. And this one is black. It's Starbond flexible super glue. It's really good for tires. I've been using it now for about 3 years, and I always talk about it in a lot of tire videos, especially like how to properly vent your tires and other ones like that. I do have a set out that I have glued. Actually, they're not out, they are in here. And these are the original tires with this truck. So I've had the, oh wait, not this truck, with my my Outcast here, which is also fully built. Any questions about this guy? This is this is my baby. Full on build. It was a version 2, now it's a version 4. I added a bunch of stuff to this. This does have the A block, the B block, the D block, in the front and the back. They are not M2C, but they are hot racing. And I use hot racing parts a lot because literally they get here in 2 days because I deal with the guy so much, and he lives close to me in one in Jersey and one in New York. Liquid RC. He's a really good guy, and I mean the only thing that's stock on this is the motor. Everything else has been changed. I actually just changed these rear shocks. I was showing you guys my shock options. I had on these here, and that they match. Obviously, they match the front, but these here are 130 millimeters from center to center hole, and I believe these are 120. So I liked these because I don't have to set, because I ran this the other day, and it did make a difference in the stancing, and the it was a lot better. It wasn't wheelie everywhere I went, you know. Kind of I thickened up the center diff to 500,000. I did every single diff on all my cars, even on my mini E-Revo, and then I also did all the diffs on the Haas, which they are the heavy duty diffs. But should we glue, back to the glued tires here. These are the original tires. And what I mean about flexible super glue is you could literally pull on these tires so hard that this glue will not let go. I've had these tires right here for about 3-4 years, and they're still going. If any of you guys have had tires that run on 6S for that long, let me know, because that super glue is just super amazing. And you can even go a little extra heavy and then take a piece of sandpaper and sand the glue down. That's why you see a little different color. And right, oh yeah, I had to make a custom tool for this for these tires, and yeah, they do not come out. This centerpiece does not come out. Some of them do. I've seen some Traxxas tires come with different offsets, and you could take out the center here and change the offset, but this one does not come out. So I had to make a custom 17 mil. Had to grind down the sides and literally had to make it this thin just to get it in here. And I found that a little crazy because I don't know how everybody else is tightening their tires up. So yeah, if you want to leave a comment about that, see what you guys do, because the regular sockets do not fit, the tool does not fit, and I think you would have to buy a specialty tool to use these tires. But yeah, so last pieces on order. The bumper is part number 9012, and the Max one is different than the Haas. It is a little bit bigger because they do have the Max ones. I think the Max one that was blue was 8912X or something like that. It's for the Traxxas Max. But yeah, so please subscribe, guys, because we got to get some more going. And the more we get, the more fun we get to have. And I'll take it out and we'll do some BMX track. I got a BMX track that's about 15 minutes away. If you want to check down some previous videos, I have the Outcast out there doing some double flips, some front flips, and there are some nice big jumps there, and nice landings. And I'm very curious to see what kind of control we're gonna have in the air, and if this one will do the bunny hop. So we'll see that tomorrow morning. So hit that subscribe, guys, and hit that bell, and tomorrow morning we'll see if the Haas bunny hops. We'll see if the Haas does a standing backflip. We'll definitely go beat on her for a little bit. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe and leave me some comments. I love all the feedback and discussions, and I'll respond to anyone and everyone that leaves a message. And even if you want to talk about the Arma Outcast, because I've had that was my first baby, and she's fully built, so that's the second body. And the other thing, this one is Gorilla Tape, not drywall tape, and I will tell you, it is much heavier than the drywall tape. So, and it might even keep the heat inside more. I know in the summer, I did my E-Revo body with Gorilla Tape, and it was running hot. I mean, I was running the 28 tooth pinion on 3S, but I started cutting some vent holes in it because the Gorilla Tape kind of holds the heat in. So there's a couple of, this one goes right to the motor, and this one goes through the top, and there's one more right here. And those little holes, that was before I had the 1700 RPM fan on there, though. This is Crystal Bash. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. Thanks. Bye.